And as promised, we have arrived to the local and global lists. I think the names are pretty talkative by themselves, but we will still cover the main differences between these two. And so what you have to know is all of these three lists that we previously mentioned, so black, white and gray lists, have two different versions, a local and a global version. The local version will only work on your own account, which means that if an IP address attacks one of your servers, let's say, then all of your machines will have that IP address on their gray lists, on their local gray lists, within seconds of that first incident. This way, preventing unwanted traffic, which is great, of course. And if this IP address keeps attacking your servers, and by attacking, let's say, it's a bot that tries to scan for vulnerabilities, it will make connections to the machine, even though your machines are all protected by the gray list. So this IP address only sees a CAPTCHA, but since it's a bot, it will not care about the CAPTCHA, it will just try to repeating the connection. And once it reads a certain threshold, that will get published to the global list of that variant. So if it was on a global gray list, then it will get to the, if it was on a local gray list, then it will get to the global black gray list as well. And then all of the machines within BitNinja's network will get protection against this IP address. So it doesn't matter if they attacked your servers, let's say, they will also know that this IP address is a bad actor and they shouldn't accept connections from it. And there is also a global blacklist, and the way to get there is, if it's on a global gray list right now, and it will keep trying to connect and connect and connect, it will also exceed the next threshold, which will then lift it to the global blacklist. This way, BitNinja will, and your servers will not even try to give it a CAPTCHA, it will just simply drop the connection straight away. So this way, the herd immunity comes into play against these bots, and this is how BitNinja can achieve load reductions of 20-25% when compared to no protection or other solutions. So also, you have to know that your local versions of these lists are strong and stronger than global versions in many cases, because let's say, you have an IP address on a global blacklist, let's say, and then you want to whitelist that IP address. Then if it's on a global blacklist, but it's also whitelisted on your local whitelist, then your whitelist will be stronger and that IP address will be whitelisted for you, no matter if it's on a global blacklist or not. So this way you have the flexibility to, even though other servers are protected that IP address, but let's say that's your office IP or whatever, you can still connect to these same machines with a whitelisted IP address. So that's a very great advantage that local lists give, other than global ones.